Hello YouTube, today we'll be revealing the light that's called Kessil. This specific series is the 360 WE Tuna Sun series. So you can see I didn't buy this light out of retail store, I bought it off someone who's only used it for like a couple months. So technically it's like a brand new light. If you get it from Amazon or their website, the light itself, this 360, I believe it's about $400. The little hanger is about $90. I'm not too sure on that. And the remote control is about $50, and everything else, it adds up to itself. But if you do purchase it from the retail store directly, I know you only get the light and the power source, which is very crazy. Everything else is purchased separately. Okay, so let's just get into the light tutorial real fast. Now, as you can see, the power cord to the light is extremely long. This gives you the freedom to play around with how you want the light overhanging on your fish tank. So let's plug in the light real quick. Alright, so what we have here is the plug to the light. It's pretty easy, very self-explanatory. Now, the light still works without the remote controller. It's just that the remote control will allow you to set timers, control it, and the intensity of that. But you could do all of this just on the back of the light as well. Alright, let's try this real quick. Let's turn on the lights. As you can see, it is very, very bright. I barely turned this on just a little bit. And let's change the colors. You can see that it's getting a little warmer. Let's turn it back to the regular. Okay, and if you want the intensity to be higher, as you can see, it is pretty darn crazy of how bright this is. You can see you can technically see anything. This could be like a studio light or anything that you use, in the dark to flash something if you really want to. Okay, let's turn this off real quick. And we'll try this on my fish tank. Now, before we put the light on top of this tank, this is the hanger that comes with, if you purchase it on the side, I believe. And you can see it gives you a large space to hook onto technically any tank that you really want to. It's very wide, as you can see. It's very steady with the support. Now, the bending on this, I don't know how we exactly call this, but it is very, very steady. So you don't have to worry about the light falling out or doing some crazy stuff. And the best part is right here. If you screw this part off, this part actually goes on behind the light. Once you hang on to it, you can hang the light onto this part, and it'll be overhanging on any tank possible. But we're gonna do that right now. We're gonna just do the light by itself. Okay, so we're gonna turn on, and you can see it's crazy bright. Let's turn off the one I have right now. Let's just Phoenix, and don't worry about the little backlight. I'll block that. So you can see it doesn't have much right now as of the tank, but let's put our light on and see what happens. Now, this is a bolt front, so you do have the little stem in the middle, which will block a little bit of light. So I don't recommend using this light on this specific tank. But as you can see, the light itself produces very crazy, bright, natural light. Let me turn a little bit to this. So you can see that it's very vibrant with the colors on both sides. And obviously, you could change the intensities, how high it goes, how low it goes, or when you want to turn it on. That all depends on your personal preference. But just seeing that how bright this light is, only one of this, it should work on larger tanks. Smaller tanks obviously won't need this much strong light, so that's what we see so far. Okay. Now we're gonna have a little close-up with the light itself. So, as you can see on the back of this light, it has a fan, so which it won't overheat. And this side is a color, so you can see earlier in the video I talk about how it changes colors. And the intensity, so which is how hard the light goes. Now you notice this little circle in the middle, which is for the overhanger I was talking about. So it's simply you screw this on, and you put it in an overhanger. This is the knob that closes it. It's very simple, self-explanatory. What I really want to talk about is that the little hook, the little 10V input right here. This is for the controller. So the controller looks something like this, and it has a little magnetic pad in the back where you could stick onto like a fridge, I guess, something that's easier for you to hang onto this. But personally, I don't use that. But you can see this is the controller. Simple, nice color, and it has tube charge in the bottom. So once you plug it in, and you could change it based on however you want it. It supports up to 2 of these lights on your tank. So you could change the programming, you could pour settings, manual, how the intensity goes, and how the color changes. Now I'm not gonna go in depth on how you exactly do things like that, because I think some of you might want it, some of you might not want it. But I'm just telling you that it does have a timer, and it does tells you that how intensity level you want to set it. Now you could do this just everything on the controller, and you don't need to touch the knobs here. But you can still control it manually even though you have the remote, if that's what you guys were wondering. But it's very easy, very nice, nothing really difficult. But yeah, so this is the review for Kessil 360. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Hope you have a wonderful day.